Hi guys, Skinsfanatic here. Just a quick reminder before we get started on tonight's show that if you haven't already, please go down the bottom and subscribe to my channel. Throw me a few likes. Be much appreciated. All right, guys, enjoy the show. Oh yeah, it's that time of the week. Skinsfanatic Live. Put your 2 1s up and raise your cups up. Skinsfanatic's back, surfing pants to get jacked up. Started out here in the TTC while repping my team. Shout out to the BG. But hold up, cause rolling in like thunder. It's Skinsfanatic Live from the land down under. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Hit the like and sub, I got the goods here, boy. You definitely want to hit that like and sub. I do have the goods here, boys. Welcome to Skinsfanatic Live, the hate week show. The Washington football team, a massive game coming up this week against the rivaled New York Giants after that piss poor effort back in week 5 with a 30-10 loss to the Los Angeles Rams. A game that we saw everything and absolutely show everything at the same time. We have got yet another week of, more stories and more drama than you can poke a stick at. We saw the semi-cripple Alex Smith come in under centre last week, and while it was a very heartwarming moment, I'm very happy for Alex Smith. He has worked his tail off to get back in that position. It felt like a lead balloon. Lucky to escape with both legs in that game. Aaron Donald jumping on his back there for the first, his first piece of contact in 2.5 years. It was a very interesting game, and well, it wasn't an interesting game if you watched me and Crazy Brave 74's live reaction. I would like to thank everybody who stuck their head in on game day for the Skinsfanatic special when we called the game against the Rams. I had a mate of mine say to me, he happened to catch us in the 4th quarter, and he said, "This is what it looks like when 2 fans are about to kill themselves." Right before suicide. I did apologise for the 4th quarter. Did get a little bit lacking in production-wise, but all in all, it was a good time. It was the first time for me streaming, watching a game, and I enjoyed it, and I'm sure Crazy Brave also, he looked like he had a good time. It was his birthday. Probably not the result he was looking for on his birthday, but I'm sure he's copped an L on his birthday many of times. I don't ever get to watch the Redskins on my birthday because my birthday is usually on Super Bowl day. So, good times. Yeah, so, look, here's the situation. Kyle Allen is still the starting quarterback for the football team. And Alex Smith surviving that onslaught, getting sacked 5 times and hit 9 times. He will still back up this week against the Giants. And, I put a call out to all the Giants fans this week to come on Skinsfanatic Live. I left the link. The link is in the description box if you're watching this live on YouTube right now. You just scroll down, slap that link, and it'll take you straight to the Skinsfanatic studio, where I will Adju, if I feel your worthiness. We'll be here for a couple of hours, so if you are here, please come on the show and let's have a yarn. Let's get the boxing gloves out, because the New York Giants are a bunch of mongrel fucks, and I'm looking forward to the game this week. I really am. It's the game of the year for me. I hate the Giants with a passion. I know someone else who really hates the Giants just as much as me, and that's Crazy Brave 74. I'm going to bring Crazy Brave in right now. Let's get this show really rolling. Crazy Brave, welcome.
Hey guys, how are you? Crazy Brave back for another show. Appreciate it, Skinsfanatic. Yep, big week ahead. Uh, Massive games around the NFL, including Washington versus the much hated Giants. If you look around
The
the
0-5 Giants.
and they are 0-5, yes, correct. We will get into that. Uh, but I'm just looking at the schedule this week, and so many division games. It's just a real pleasure of a week, and hopefully Kyle Allen uh, can get our offensive game firing, and we can get this win. He definitely showed some potential. I believe he only had about 4 drives, and then Alex Smith came on, and he may have ended up with 3 opportunities in the final 3 minutes of the second half, and those opportunities would have been good ones. Kyle Allen could have taken advantage of, perhaps after the interception there. Um, so well, we did get beaten quite badly, but with with someone who can make a play on offense, we can turn this thing around if Allen can stay healthy for the game, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for the most part, I thought Allen was actually starting to get a bit of a roll on. As crazy as that sounds, he was mobile. The player got taken out. He was running out to the sideline. He needed about a millimetre to the first down.
Mm,
Stretching
yeah.
out, getting absolutely popped by Jalen Ramsey, who I feel like should have been ejected from the game after that hit. Um, you know, it was a dirty play. Hit him right helmet to helmet. All the things that
Well, my life reaction
you're
was,
not allowed to do in the NFL. So, but I felt like Kyle Allen was actually getting something going, and I was getting a little bit excited about seeing what he was going to do. So it was a bit disappointing to see him knocked out of
well,
the game.
that's
Hopefully,
right.
he sticks around this week.
Yeah, Kyle Allen's a playmaker. Like, he's going to do everything he can to extend the play, you know, or get rid of the ball. Um, and it's what we need to see. He's undrafted. He's got nothing to lose, but he's got the passion for the game. So let's give him at least a few games here while we see what happens with Haskins. And obviously, if we win these games with Kyle Allen, it's going to be his job continuing through the rest of the season. But if it turns bad for Kyle Allen, we may have to bring Dwayne back in and see what he can do.
Yeah, and look, that's right. I mean, I really don't want to see Alex Smith out there starting games, and it didn't really dawn on me until I heard the Kevin Sheehan podcast this week. I always go back and have a quick listen to Kevin during the week, and he
What's up, Kev?
yeah, he said that it was irresponsible to leave Alex Smith out there while
uh,
Kyle Allen was actually healthy enough to come back in the game, and not something I really thought about.
well, I mean, I did talk about it during the live broadcast. I was saying we've got to get, you know, Kyle Allen's been cleared. Bring him back.
No, I totally agree. I was trying. I didn't because we were
Yeah,
broadcasting. I couldn't quite hear the game because I didn't want to have feedback, and I missed the report about it. Um, we were yarning away, and we missed the report, so I wasn't sure about that. I thought that he was done for the game, but yeah, I mean, you can't have. I don't know why he didn't bring him back in. Like Coach Rivera, I support him, and I'm giving him multiple chances. I'm giving him more than 6 games chance here. Then it's probably 6 games more than anyone else has given him. It's just to sort it out. But he has made some very odd decisions so far in these first 6 games, I must say. But, I am all about Coach Rivera. And,
this is exactly where we need to be. We all need to be behind Coach Rivera, as painful as it has been on Sundays. Um, we can't forget the fact that what he's doing is meant to be long term, and he's trying to mould this team. We've seen Marty Schottenheimer fired after one season, and he started his year 0-5,
you
and
just stole
and
my shit.
he was fired,
Mm.
and there was obviously grumblings, definitely at 0-5 from Washington fans and the media, probably wanting to get uh, Schottenheimer out. Like, I don't believe there is any too many old Redskin fans who can sit here and say they were defending Schottenheimer when he was 0-5. You know what I mean? Just the nature of it. Oh,
Well,
you know,
yeah, look, I, I was a young, naive fan back then, but, I was furious over the 0-5 start. Um, and, Schottenheimer getting fired after he turned that thing around, well, I wasn't young enough to understand that was a bit of a mistake because, there was clearly something building there, and that was probably the one moment of Daniel Snyder's, that was one of his first major fuck ups was sacking Schottenheimer.
yeah,
Big mistake. So we don't want to make that same mistake here with Coach Rivera because
no. We
it's
don't
going to
know
take
what
time.
we don't know what game Ron Rivera is playing at the moment. Like, he's got everyone guessing, and he's rubbed everyone the wrong way at least once. There's no doubt about that. Like, but this is what this is what has to happen. Like, I thought it might happen after week one. Like, we talked Ron Rivera up in the off season, but he also needs to understand how hard this thing is going to be, and what his plan, he, what his plan, he can adjust his plan now, you know.
Yeah, well, look, here's the thing. He needs to see what we have.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
you know, he needs to see what we have and what we need, and we need a lot. But look, there's a lot of fans out there who wanted to sign Le'Veon Bell, and they want to sign all these other. I bring this up every week, I think, but they want to sign all these, you know, all these players that basically are on the waiver wire, who
yeah.
no one wants.
Mm,
You know, and
yeah.
that was the old franchise would go
Yeah.
out and would have to sign all those players, and then would start talking about Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're not going to see we're not going to see what we have by having Des Bryant and Antonio Brown uh, playing wide receiver, and we're not going to see what we have having um, Clinton Dix and Earl Thomas playing safety. We're not going to
Mm.
see what we've got when we're handing the ball off to Le'Veon Bell, who signed with the Chiefs today, by the way. But so he won't be, available. I mean, and this is one of the reasons why we decided to part ways with Adrian Peterson, because, well, first of all, we done Adrian Peterson a favour. Go out and finish your career somewhere else. You know, you're a first ballot Hall of Famer. Um,
Mm.
we're doing you a favour. You don't want to stay here and run the rock for this, 3 to 4 win football team. Um, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things. The young fans are silly. The older fans are a bit cooler head, but they've had enough. Um, and that's kind of, we're in the middle of that, I believe. We, we've seen enough now, but I've also awake to the change that needs to happen, and the
Yeah.
changes that we are trying to make here. And it's not going to happen by signing every one on the
No.
fucking free agent list.
No, that's right. At the moment, what we need to do is we just need to sit through Ron Rivera's stupid decisions and see where this leads us. We can't get carried away after only 5 games. It is a long season, um, and when I say Rivera's making stupid decisions, I just mean everybody at this point is we're all we're all on him to make the right call.
Yeah,
We all think we know what the right call is, and now like everything, ooh, it's a bit odd. But he has every right in benching a quarterback. This is what coaches can do when they come in. They upset people. It's not always. I would be more upset if he was being nice. I mean, he is. There is a story about Ron Rivera's niceness, but we're not going to go into that tonight.
his
Um,
license.
he's not. He's just been. He's a very nice guy, Ron
Oh
Rivera.
yeah. Oh, his
And
license. Yeah.
yeah, and I think it's been taken advantage of a bit. I just don't want to get into that aspect tonight. Otherwise, I'll carry on. We're getting more talking about the fans just need to, uh, you know, to be patient with what he's doing at the moment. Those timeouts, ridiculous. We can't get upset about them because we weren't going to win those games. Like we,
No,
we
we
just
weren't.
weren't. It's just everybody calm your farm. Like if he's calling timeouts there, we had against hungry teams who were about to put more points on us. Like he's actually saving us from some embarrassment there. So um, let's forget the timeouts. Look, if you're upset about the way he talks to the media, well, that's you because at the moment he doesn't need to tell them anything. All right.
Yeah.
So
Look.
so really at the moment, I mean, all we want from Ron Rivera is to start getting some wins. You know.
Yeah. Like what we need to see is wins that we've played. With some of the young talent that we have. Making plays and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
looking forward to what we are going to,
Yeah.
for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
we're not going to win the Super Bowl this year, and making the playoffs maybe isn't even a good thing for us because
Yeah.
we want to draft a player. We want to draft
Yeah.
somebody this
Oh,
year,
well, I
and
mean, look, no, we're making the playoffs. It's fun and it's what all the players
oh,
are there.
definitely,
There. are there to do, and that's what we want them to be. So we will be very excited if that happens. But you're right, in the long term, um, we don't have any respect. Our opponents don't respect us just yet. Um, so we need
No.
that. That's not going to be fixed with a 1 year wonder Super Bowl, which I would take. But we need to really um, start making the right decisions. If it is a 1 year wonder and we win the Super Bowl with Kyle Allen, don't sign him for 7 years and 90 million. Just sign him for
190 million.
yeah. Well, no, give him enough to stick around for 3 years and don't give up on him after after like 5 games because it's obvious he can make plays if he took you to a Super Bowl the year before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've got to make
Yeah.
decisions with the players who are making good plays, and Ron Rivera's doing that. He's giving everyone an opportunity. We're going to see Cole Holcomb come in this week as the linebacker. He's meant to be, you know, he's the saviour. And I've said it before. I'm ready to cheer for him. I'm a Cole Holcomb fan this year.
Well, he hasn't played since week one, and
He hasn't.
Terry,
He hasn't. So this is
I
his moment. Otherwise, he's going to end up in the shit tin with a few of the other players who are going to be in the shit tin at the end of the year. It's a big weekend for him and this Redskin team. Like
yeah. Well, look, the whole game can't rest on Cole Holcomb's shoulders.
it isn't. No, it's not. Not the wins. Obviously, I'm going to evaluate it fairly after the game, um, and there'll be some good offensive moments and some bad offensive moments, and good defense and bad defense.
Mm.
Look, um, no, but it's a change. We needed to see a change in the linebacker position, and
Oh well, look,
and
he's been on the injured list, so Cole Holcomb's coming off the injured list. Um, yeah, he got hurt in the week one game. We saw him walking off holding his hemi. So
we've lost four
yeah,
games since.
that was our week one victory. Yeah, it's all
That's what I'm saying.
the
So
power of Cole
it's
Holcomb. So
that's right.
he's
It
undefeated this
is.
year.
That's right. It is like that's my whole point. That it's his moment. Like it's not gonna. No one's gonna blame him. No one even knows this except me when I announced it on the show.
Well, I saw it today.
Um,
I saw Cole Holcomb at training
yeah,
today.
I know. Yeah, but I'm just.
Assumed he was playing. Yeah, no,
That's
I'm
right.
excited. He's back. Well, we got and Kendall Fuller. Since he's coming back, he's been
Yeah,
a breath of fresh air there at corner with his 3 interceptions
yeah,
already.
yeah. But
Um,
my point is also that Ron Rivera is going to get rid of Cole Holcomb in a couple of weeks' time if he doesn't perform like the rest of them.
oh, no doubt.
He'll be sitting on the bench. So
Yeah,
we're at least getting to see these players. So and that's what we
yeah,
want to see
and
because
that's one of the
I
thing
have
that's
I have bagged Cole Holcomb. So let's see. I want to see what he's got. Give me 4 weeks.
well, you have bagged him, but you also agreed that he does bring some values to the position. Um, his speed from sideline to sideline. He is our fastest linebacker, and he is a very good tackler. He's an
Yeah.
excellent legs tackler.
No, we're gonna
Um,
really. I'm expecting to see
so
something big.
you know, yeah. Look, that's one of the frustrating things over the years is like we've always had players that the coaches are high on and the coaches really like, and everyone's their camp heroes, and
Hmm.
then they get hurt and we don't see them, and then they come back next year to camp and we're like, oh, we're excited to see what he's got, and they sort of just stick around on like 2.5 to 3 years, like just on the mystique of camp. Um, not anything they've actually done on the football field. So they're heroes by accident, and everyone sort of thinks, well, we've got something here with this bloke. But like you said, yeah, like we need to see it. We need to see
We
if
do. We need
if
to
Cole
see it.
Holcomb's the linebacker for us moving forward. We need to see if Kyle Allen can play. We need to see if Dwayne Haskins can play. Um, we need to see if Antonio Gibson is a number one running back. You know, and these are all the questions that Ron Rivera's asking, and we need to be patient while we get the answers.
We definitely do.
You know,
And look, we weren't going to win um, those games once they kicked off, and we didn't play up to scratch. We weren't going to win those games. Like we lost them because of our own poor play. And it's simple as that. The players put in their best effort that wasn't up to scratch, and some of them aren't up to scratch. And we're going to get some new players in the future. Hopefully, that's what it's all about. I'm not a big advocate for the NFL draft rookies. I do understand that they goddamn help, and I'll be excited about anyone that we bring in. But I'm not one of these tankers, tank for whoever. At this stage, I'm 100% behind what's going to happen this year, and I believe Ron Rivera is all about getting us some more wins and not worry about draft positions. He's not, you know, half the fan base is going to lose their nut if uh, we are on the verge of the number one draft pick and Ron Rivera calls 3 timeouts on week 17 at the end of the game to see if he can pull off some miracle win, and he does, and we go 2-15 and get the second pick in the draft. Could you imagine?
Rivera's finally using his timeouts and cost us
yeah,
the first pick in the draft.
yeah, yeah. Could you imagine
Oh,
it?
well, here's one thing we can lock in anyway. We won't be getting the first pick in the draft. That's going to belong to the New York Giants. And they already have a quarterback. Apparently, Daniel Jones is pretty good.
That's right,
So,
and we're not after a quarterback either because it's just dumb. That's as you were saying in your earlier spiel. We need to build this thing and keep some people around, keep some good solid players around, and we don't have a solid quarterback, but we can build our team around before bringing in that bloke.
well, here's the thing. I haven't actually got to this yet. Um, but I'm actually down for taking a quarterback in the first round again this year because we never know. We might hit pay dirt. And I don't know who it is, but I do like that Justin Fields. I think it is I think he's. I don't know where he's. I think he's from fucking where Haskins was from. I watched him on Netflix actually on QB1. Um, he's actually ripping it up in college football. I don't mind him.
And that's fine. Like I mean, I'm not. We're going to be taking someone. We've got draft picks. I just said I'm not. I'm not going to be talking anyone up about being the saviour yet. Like I would love to, if we get a new quarterback, that's going to be fine. Like it's obviously, I hope that Ron Rivera gets. That would mean hopefully, Ron's got another 3 years with this young quarterback that he drafts. If that's their plan, that could be, and I can accept that.
Well, here's the another twist on this too is, if we don't go out and sign a bunch of washed up free agents and give them millions of dollars, we actually have a very, very big number of cap space to spend next year. So if we do find some nice pieces in the draft and we can plug a couple of pieces on the free agency,
Yeah.
We could be talking playoff push next year, and we'll have
Well, I mean,
there'll be more
we're talking.
excitement built up.
Yes, there will
You
be.
know,
That's right.
and we'll be like, we've addressed the offensive line. We have a rookie quarterback or whatever it is. We have Gibson and McLaurin, and we have Chase Young, and we have all these players that we have now. Um, there's. I'm not saying we need to go out and spend money on every free agent that's coming through.
Yeah.
But there could be someone that we can get. A couple of offensive
Well,
linemen or
we definitely do need to upgrade many positions. Uh,
the
we are.
offensive line is a big mo. The offensive line is a must. It is a must.
We are talking up playoffs this year because we haven't given up on the division, and that's fine. We shouldn't after 5 weeks. But you are right. Like next year should be more of a solid um, thing. Like hell, we can establish something good by going back to back. Why not fluke it in this year and then get in the playoffs again next year with a better team? Like it's I that's how we can build things. Like people might laugh, oh, ha, 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 7-9, and you're in the playoffs, but look at Seattle, and people will go, oh, it's a lot better division, but I mean, well, look, we can't swap you out and put you in the NFC East, but believe me, when Washington plays the New York Giants, it's a tough game, regardless of what the records are for both teams.
Yeah, and that we'll get back to this a little bit later about the my tipping, but that Giants Cowboys game, I did predict it was going to be a classic NFC East arm wrestle between those two teams, and I predicted the Cowboys by 1 point, and I think they won by 3.
That's it, yes.
So I was very right on that prediction, really, because those two teams
Oh, yeah,
love to go at it. Love to go at it.
that's correct. Yeah, I had the Giants with the head start in that game, but yes, I took the Cowboys outright and had them by a bit more convincing 21-point win because I thought that the Giants might crumble. I was probably hoping that the Giants would crumble last week, but we'll see what
Yeah.
happens
Well,
with the Giants.
when Prescott went down and the Red Rocket came in, I thought, oh fuck me dead. Here we go. The Giants are going to get their first win.
Yeah.
They're going to do this, are they? Yeah. So look,
No.
yeah,
Cowboys will still move the ball.
yeah, they could still move the ball. They just can't play any defense. But
Not
they've
at the
got the
moment, no. Got some problems.
I'm just looking at R2 ram you in the green room.
You bring him on and
Nah, he's not ready.
all
He's
right.
not ready.
Well, I just need to have a 2 minute break and run out to the fridge. Can you keep the show going, Skins
Of course, I
Fanatic?
can keep the show going. Can I keep the show going? Who does he think I am? A bloody idiot. Of course, I can keep the show going. I'm looking at my green room right now, and I'm not seeing any of you New York Giants fans. Not even anyone trolling in the comments. Where are these New York Giants fans? Are they going to show their faces tonight, or are they cowards? You know, putting their tampons in their fucking handbags. Have they given up? Are they not man enough to face Skinsfanatic and his Australian brothers? It's a real shame that we're dealing with a pack of pussies here tonight. We all like pussy on Friday night, but none of yous have showed up. Unbelievable. I'll give yous at least another hour. Get yourselves out of bed All right, we've got a you know massive game coming up this week for just for the excitement of the rivalry. It's not the Super Bowl. No, um, it's it's a battle of old foes. New York versus Washington. You know, so should be a good game. Should be a good game. I want to get some Giants fans in here and we just talk a little bit of shit, and because I was actually popped on a oh, actually, I might wait till Crazy Brad comes back for this one because it's quite funny. I've watched a few of these New York Giant tier sessions. You could call them the round table therapy session, tier sessions this week, and it's been quite amusing watching them drown in their own misery, talking up mock drafts. They're basically doing mock drafts. Just saying a Crazy Brave's back now, so I'm going to let him in on this. Crazy Brave, funny stories. Watched a few. Put your cans on. We're always innovative here on Skinsfanatic Live.
Oh, well, that's it. I mean, we like to have a different show than everybody else. We do cover some of the mainstream topics, but we tend to have a different approach and a more stylish edge.
Yeah, I was just saying I was waiting for you to come back to tell you this. I watched a few of these Giants.
I have something to say when you're finished as well. Yes, before
Go
we move
for it,
on.
yeah. So I watched a few of these Giants sulk videos this week. A few live streams that some of these Giants fans are putting together, and I just clicked on briefly. Had a little look,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're doing mock drafts. They're doing mock drafts in New
oh,
York.
absolutely. Yeah, they are. They
They're
are.
like, well, if Atlanta beat, yeah, we should get the first pick. Like they're looking at Atlanta and they're looking at all these other women's teams, and they're talking about, where they're going to land in the draft. Sorry bunch of fucking individuals, those Giants.
They are. They are. They really are. Quickly before we move on to the Giants, I did really mention this, but yeah, the Los Angeles. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams. Uh, Sean McVay, he ran a great uh, game plan on the day. Just 3, 4 yard runs, little 5 yard passes, the medium passes when he could. Jared Goff dropping back. He could afford to throw the ball away on 1st and 10 out of bounds, and McVay would just come back with another little 6 yard run, and then pick up another first down on 3rd and 4. It was very frustrating. And the Rams look like one of the top teams in the NFC, racking up the yards constantly, and congratulations to them.
Yeah. Yeah, McVay and Kevin O'Connell had us completely bamboozled. When you average 4 yards a play, or even I'm sure they average probably more than that, but when you get 4 yards on every down, you're going to move. You will move the chains.
That's right.
And then they just hit us over the top of a couple of big plays, but to our defense, well, give us credit for a little bit because we did weather the storm a little bit in the second half.
We had, yeah.
Only having -6 yards of offense in that whole.
Yeah, the opportunity was there to win the game with a drive or two in the second half, or another score before halftime. Could have changed things. I mean, the result's bad for the team, and morale is down. Every Redskin fan or every Washington fan hates everybody at the moment. It's just absolute chaos out there. There's stories dropping by the minute. Uh, you know, it's hard to keep up with. But what you want to do during this new regime is very important. Is just keep an eye on what the coach is doing. You know, that's going to lead. That's going to lead to all roads.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Well, look, I got a very itchy R2 Ramu sitting here staring at me in the green room. You know, are we going to get to this Giants game before we bring him in, or what should we do here? What should we do? I mean, I know you're going to turn around and say, well, you're the host, Skinsfanatic.
Now we need to bring R2 Remy in and let's put this Rams game in the past and move on.
Yeah, no, you're right. And then we'll move on. All right.
Wasn't me.
What's good? What's good? R2 Ramu. Welcome to Skinsfanatic Live. Looking good tonight.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? R2.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm excited and wow, thanks for having me back, man. Appreciate it. This is awesome.
No.
I've got LA and
No.
Rams stuff to talk about, but yes.
What do you think of the game?
It doesn't
What-
need to go any further. Oh, pretty
oh,
much what you said. I
Yeah,
thought, yeah, I didn't pick, I don't think, a 20-point spread.
no,
Um,
but you guys are
It
confident
was
over there?
unfortunate you lost your quarterback in that game
Oh, for sure.
because that would have been a showcase experience if he stuck around and rallied late in the fourth against Jared Goff and the Rams. Um, Unfortunate, but the fairy tale was Alex Smith, and hats off to him. I was blown away, amazed, and really, really good to see because
Yeah, oh yeah.
this sport is off its head. You don't see blokes busted up like that, and then all of a sudden, money aside, everything aside, they just go, you know what? I love getting out there. I want to do it again. But
Yeah, no, he loves football and he wanted to do it and he stood up for himself and he was allowed to do it. His wife approved of him doing it. His kids
Most
approved of him.
importantly,
Yeah, like he's a stand-up bloke. You know,
basically, a solid support system. Everybody
yeah,
wants
that's correct. That's
to.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got that
that was really good.
good
But yeah,
family.
no, look. I can say some stuff, but it could get very dark and rubbishy and shit like that. But yeah, not a
Oh, he played shit, Ian.
not a
I
good
mean,
like as a Rams fan going in the 49ers. Sorry, I was thinking about how I
yeah,
described the game. What did
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, there wasn't much to think about, I don't think, and that's not taking anything away from the football
Nah,
team. Honest to God.
we were a speed bump. We were a little bump on the road
Yeah,
for the Rams. Unfortunately, that's
and we
it's
swept.
embarrassing for us. It's embarrassing for us, but hats off to the Rams. Not the fact that it's just where we are. We can't even turn up. Can't
Crazy,
even
bro.
beat.
Thanks for the question, man, but I fucking moved on, eh? We got the 49ers this week.
Well, let's go to Skins Fanatic
80,
then.
81, how the fuck are you going, man? I don't need to brag. Yes, I've got the rights this week. It doesn't happen very often. West Coast, East Coast, the football team against LA from Washington. But I've got it this week. I've got bragging rights, eh? We'll move on.
Yeah. Well, if I was trying to open up with a congratulations on the win. You know, well deserved. You guys are looking like possible contenders. I'd said that. McVeigh and O'Connell, just knew where to hit us, how to call that game. Played a great game. Yeah, Alex Smith was dog shit, and anyone who knows football, including Alex Smith, would agree that he was dog shit.
Yeah.
His mental psyche would have been, going absolutely crazy. Being out there on the field where he broke his leg, in the rain, Aaron Donald jumping all over him. He was never going to put together a scoring drive. Wasn't going to happen, mate.
It didn't look like it from my point of view. I mean, um,
No.
Washington were uh, really handcuffed once Alex Smith came in. Actually, as bad as we are, we saw Kyle Allen at least make some plays, and look, there was one drive there on his third drive. Jeremy Sprinkle drops it cold, which is a drive killer, and on the fourth drive he knocks himself out, but the, Washington were given a few offensive penalties. In other words, we were marched up the field uh, by the Rams on a few foul late hits. So we even luckier than what it seems. So there's still major concerns for Washington this week moving forward. To be quite honest, it's going to be a good game. Really
Well,
love the.
you say
Hey,
that, but we're
I don't
actually
want to take
playing
that
a.
away from.
Let's Skinsfanatic. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm listening to him too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just don't
okay.
want away
I
from
know
you
it's
guys.
with feedback. Yep. Sorry.
I was just going to say we're actually playing a horse shit team this week. We're not playing the Rams. We're playing a very horse shit team. So I want to hear a little bit of more optimism out of your voice there, Crazy Brave, if you don't mind.
Wow, we will get to that. I'm at this stage. I haven't quite mentioned the upcoming game.
Man,
I've just been bagging the performance that I
brilliant.
seen last week. We can
Yeah,
move on to the Giants. What
I,
Arch?
wow, man. I heard a lot. This will be quick. I just want to say something. I heard a lot from you guys earlier in the show, watching it, and it was like days after we lost Kurt Warner from the Rams, and then we went through this who is the quarterback kind of business, and um, the best thing to do, and you all, both of you that said it, just take it, pick, stick with it, like
Yeah,
go
just stick with the bloke
yeah,
and build and
whoever that
try and.
coach is. See, the Rams, I believe, were fortunate, lucky that I think this Jared Goff and Sean McVay combinations, wow, landed on its feet for us. Fortunately, yeah, that's can happen. And don't go getting a quarterback in the next draft pick. If you guys do that, seriously, no, no, no,
Well, we don't
No,
have
no.
to.
you. Yeah,
In this one,
We,
if you, I know it's a play on words and whatever, but you did say earlier, started talking about it, and people are whispering, and oh, if we get the pick, do we get a quarter? And yes, Skinsfanatic seeing someone in the college, but 2020, I don't know if I'd want some college um, like stepping up. And
We'll tackle that at a later
Yeah, look,
stage.
we're
You
not
you
doing
did
we're not
there was a
you
lot of things
no listen,
we're
you
not
college
did
doing
say
mock
that
drafts, and
you
we're
later
definitely not doing
today.
one with a Rams fan. All right, we're not doing mock drafts with Rams fans tonight. You guys
No,
are going to probably
because
be in the fucking
Brad has
championship
seen
game.
us do draft for
You know,
years.
I'm just saying.
no, it's very good take, R2. We're moving on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, that's the advantage our franchise has, and the general manager and coaching staff at the moment
let me
keeping
ask
a
you
lid on.
this:
And each year
Wh- where was
it
where
presents
was Jared
itself in
Goff
a
taken?
different way, and off we go.
Where was Jared Goff taken?
Where?
What pick did you take Goff at 1? Wasn't it
Yes,
1?
we did. Yeah, we can. Yeah. That was like
Well,
after a
well, it worked
couple
out
of
pretty good for you
years
guys,
of
didn't it?
experimenting. Sorry,
It worked out
it
pretty good for
worked.
you
That's
guys. Yeah.
I know. Well, the thing it hasn't worked. It's working. It's what you have been
Well,
saying earlier
it
in the show
works.
with your team. It's like that first splash of paint on the canvas and fucking go for it. It's a work thing. You got to get the people involved, and everyone steps up and says, "Oh, I'm on board with this. This is what we are about. Thank you very much." Then you pull another piece in the puzzle. Oh, it's a coach, and off we go. So
Well, I just feel like we need a quarterback, and if there's someone there to take, and he's worthy, take him. Like
but there's always people
you've
on
got
the
it's an easy thing to say when you sit there and you've got a quarterback, and there's certain quarterbacks that you can look at when you watch them when they play, and you know that they can play the game. Like Goff can play the game.
Yeah, well, I knew
Justin
Nick
Herbert from the
Foles would play the
Chargers.
game too.
Justin
Did
Herbert from the
nothing.
Chargers. We've seen him play
Won a
3
Super
games
Bowl.
straight away. You can tell he knows he can play. He can play the game. You watch the number 1 pick in Cincinnati. Help me out. Burrow.
I forgot his
He
name
can play.
now.
He can play the
What's
game.
the other one with the Browns?
You watch
That's
Haskins.
Mayfield. The other bloke's
and you just
Boyer.
Don't talk
Burrows.
over me, Ian. I can't.
Cincy.
I can't. How can I talk when you're talking over me? I'm talking here. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
There's
so
certain
it's-
players that you can watch play the position, and you know they can play that position. Baker Mayfield, well, he can play the position. I don't know if he'll ever win a Super Bowl, but he might get lucky along the way. Is that what you're talking about? The Rams quarterback?
Yeah.
I mean, the Browns quarterback? I'm just saying.
I was trying to think of it since he's the rookie with Cincinnati
Burrow.
and play. Yeah.
Can
Burrow.
Can play.
Yeah, all right. That's what I did spit that out earlier. Yeah, I'm listening and talking too, but that's all right.
No, well, it was funny because you started off that spiel with I'll just be quick. I'll just be quick, and then 5 minutes later we're still talking. We have a real New York Giants Mafia fan here. Crazy Brave got beat up. No, I don't get beat up, pal. I win the fights, mate.
Well, he
No.
had cancer.
Yeah, no, I had a little thing cut out of my head. Yeah, no, I'm in good health, but cheers.
How rude.
Oh, no, he's all right. Look,
No.
we're gonna
did get beat up. It was me on Saturday. I just went whooshka, and sorry, man.
look. There's a lot of people who would want to beat me up,
our tailgate wrong,
including the mafia, the Giants Mafia.
Hey,
Probably
I
from you.
applaud.
In
I
all
applaud
honesty, because we are brothers and it's a Redskins, yeah, the football team, LA Rams, Dolphins, whenever we get together and we play each other, there's a tailgate, and it went horribly wrong. I tried this stunt, thought I was Evil Knievel. He's a mad cunt. And then I fucking clobbered Crazy Brave across. Got him a good one.
I just wanted to say that I applaud real New York Giants Mafia for actually showing up tonight. He's actually one of our regular,
He is.
you know, regular
Absolutely
dudes.
fantastic.
And the link to join the show is actually in the description box if you want to come on the show and have a yarn with us.
Yeah,
Giants
for
Mafia,
sure.
that would be
Absolutely.
great. Would definitely would like that. So if I see you in my green room, I will let you in. Absolutely.
Yeah, well,
Come in and have a yarn about this week's
we'll
game.
cover the New York Giants game. We haven't really got to that yet, have we? We're
Well,
talking about
we've
draft picks and
fired
stuff, and
we
the
fired a
Rams. We
few
still
fires.
haven't. We still yes, but we haven't really got past the Rams. We were about to, and then we fell back.
Is that because you brought me in and I
No,
had
no,
to
no.
go
We brought you in.
with
No, no, you're doing well, R2. We just got to get the Skinsfanatic's going to run the show. We're going to
We
just
brought
let him
you
go.
into we
noticing
brought you in to
Crazy
get.
Bro 74? I am doing well. I am doing well, except for the fact that, like I said, it's been another week.
You just got to know your cues.
And I do.
You do. Of
Now you're
course you
doing good.
do.
We brought you in to put closure on that Rams debacle. Okay.
It was no
We brought you.
debacle. We beat you.
Oh well, this is a Washington show. So
No, beat you. And you aren't listening. Yeah. I don't want
we
to.
watched it. We fucking watched it.
Yeah,
We
I
were
know.
there. We watched it on Skinsfanatic Live. Okay.
Nice.
It was 30-10. Okay. Well, lucky we even got fucking 10 points on the board. Okay, we saw it. Congratulations on your win. We're an hour into the show now. We've put closure on that Rams game, and now we're going to focus on the New York Giants game this week. All right.
And
Heading into the
talk about
Meadowlands.
before that.
Heading into the Meadowlands, playing the stinky 0-5 New York Giants. I'm expecting a dub, and I'm expecting. Look, we'll get to our picks later, and I'll talk margins, but I'm expecting a close game.
Margins.
We're gonna give the division rivals it's always going to be tough to play another division rival. Giants Mafia says next time we play, I have to clear my schedule so I can join. Have a great run. He's got to get ready for work. Poor bugger's got work. Oh well, that's all right, mate. So I get a good kick out of watching these New York Giants fans, and like I said I think I said during the game or last week. It was last week. I do like Bad Dog, and I do like Cop Pizzle's videos and all that, and their passion, but they are a bunch of miserable fucks. Their team, watching them, suffer hard is it's joyful. It's joyful. It brings me joy, and warms my heart. But yeah, it's they've got almost as much issues in New York.
Oh, they've got some issues, yeah. They absolutely do.
They've got a ton of injuries. Saquon Barkley out. Their quarterback is he really their future? Like, Some people say yes, some people say no. Daniel Jones, can he play the position? He's good for a couple of picks a game, so I'm expecting a few turnovers this week. I'm expecting a few sacks this week. Uh, I'm expecting a fucking win this week against the Giants. I really am. I have had this W penciled in since I knew that they weren't any good. I've got 2 wins penciled in against the Giants. I do. We might win 3 games this year. The Eagles and the Giants twice. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, it'd be a tremendous start to the rebuild to know that we can, get the wood over this New York Giant team while they are basically at level peggings with us at the moment. So, I mean, let's not uh, let the Giants develop any quicker than what we can. Let's get on top of them early. Forget the fact that they're going to have a better draft pick if they beat us. That's loser talk. Um,
Yeah,
it's
we're not
it's
doing
it's
mock
about
drafts.
no, we're not. It's about winning games, and we do have a chance this week. Um, it's actually very interesting. Giants and Ron Rivera, uh, 2 young coaches in their respective teams, uh,
Joe Judge.
bat- battling it out. It's not going to be an easy game to pick for anyone following outside of Washington or New York.
Oh, look, yeah, you're going to have diehards like us who are like, yep, this is a win, and you're going to have diehards in New York who are probably going to be like thinking, nah, we're not going to win this game because we're a miserable bunch of fucks, and
Yeah.
we've already given up. We're already
Oh, there,
you
haven't
know.
they?
Oh, you should
Yeah,
see it. I don't know how much you see of it, but I follow a lot of Giants fans on this YouTube, and
yeah,
every second day it's a new video about the draft and
yeah,
um, you know and all the mistakes and
yeah,
and it's almost becoming a bigger shit show than Washington. Almost, not quite,
yeah.
but
No,
almost.
they're funny people. Um, where did
Hey,
R2
at least
Remy
their
go
Lakers won it.
before you? Yeah, we'll get. You can talk about that a little later in the show. I mean, I play basketball, and we can talk about my basketball
I'm just
career a bit
saying
later as well. But
Every New York Giants fan or every Dallas Cowboys fan, they all go for the Lakers.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, R2. I'm my concern earlier was that every time I have something to say, it tends that you want to reply, where sometimes it's Skins Fanatic's turn. But apart from that, everything's good. I don't know why you disappeared from the show. Can we get you back on, or I'm going to need a timeout myself?
Yeah, no, everyone's entitled to a timeout. I might have to have one soon because I'm about to piss my pants. New York Giants Mafia says, as bad as we've been lately, we've still been able to beat you. Well, you haven't played us this year, and your team has been horribly bad. So we're not going off previous years. I think we had this conversation a few episodes back about the last time we beat yous. And it wasn't last year. We didn't win any division games last year. I believe it was the year before. But you guys stunk last year, but not as bad as you stink this year. Okay, we will win this game on Sunday, Sunday, with our defense. I believe that 100%. That will make Daniel Jones crumble and look like a little bitch that he is. You guys will be looking for a new quarterback probably in the next, maybe next draft, not the upcoming. Probably the next draft. You'll give him a little. You'll have more patience with your quarterback than we do in Washington. You'll give him, 3 seasons. We give Dwayne Haskins 10 games before we quit on him. But you guys. Look, we do stink. It's the stink bowl. This is the stink bowl. No doubt. The battle of the two stinky teams, man. And I applaud the Giants' efforts last week in Dallas. Thought you showed a lot of heart. You probably left it all out there on the field that week, to be honest, and don't have much left for us this week. So, 4 a.m. Monday morning, R2M. Yes, it is 4 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah, can't wait. It's such a big game, and I'm excited about the whole afternoon, really, because I get to watch the New York Jets take on the much improved Miami Dolphins, who are making some waves in the AFC. So it's going to be a New York. Hopefully it's not going to be a New York day for me. I'm going to watch Washington beat the Giants, and then I'm actually going to put the Miami Dolphins to win by 7.5 points. So they're going to cover the spread against the New York Jets this week. It's going to be a crazy fight. I'll post that to the website a little later and Twitter.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, don't start talking margins just yet. We haven't got that far.
No, but I just mentioned what a great day. I mean, there's rivals everywhere. We've got Minnesota. Is it
Hang on,
Chicago?
I just want to address.
True, correct.
Mafia Pride before he does have to go to work. Do you watch or record the games? Then he says, a real fan waking up at 4 a.m. for a game. Yeah, well, that's right. We've been doing that for the last how many years, but we've been on Game Pass for 9 years now, where on our Australian Game Pass we get to watch the game live. So yes, some games I do not watch live due to my work commitments and stuff like that, but I will avoid scores and watch as soon as I walk in the house without spoils. That's just what I have to do sometimes, so that's what I do. And yeah, we've been waking up at 3 a.m. and then daylight savings happens, and then it's 4 a.m. and then daylight savings happens in States or ends in the States, and then it's 5 a.m.
Or 6.
6.
It's actually 6.
Like
there'll be a 2-hour jump. It'll go from
6 or something.
6 a.m. kickoff will be the early game, which is fine in the summer. And
So
then you're watching.
the very start of the season, the first month of the season is a 3 a.m. wake up if you want to watch your team play.
You can be having a beer at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, watching the fourth quarter of Monday Night Football. It's summer.
Yeah.
It's off its head.
How good was that? Those times when we come home from work and watch like the fourth quarter of Monday Night Football after work.
Yeah, or start a full Redskin game after cooking some chicken wings on.
Oh yeah,
on the
smoke
barbie.
a bowl, fucking absolutely. Cook up some chicken. Put on the game? Good times.
Yeah, sure.
Good times. Because you don't get the scores on the radio or the channel. Local news channels don't really tell you. Yeah, so that's what we do. We've been doing that for a while, quite some time. Obviously, as
25 years.
Well,
we
didn't have.
Listen, Game Pass until the Mike Shanahan years. Obviously, Steve Spurrier was on SportsCenter every 3 weeks, so we got lucky there. And Joe Gibbs came back. that we already had Game Pass then, correct? Or,
No,
yeah,
no. When Gibbs was back, we had Fox, we had satellite, but we didn't get all the Redskin games. You know, we
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
there was the 2 games a week, and you were lucky. We were lucky when it was like the Skins.
Mm,
But we got usually got Giants and Skins, and we normally got
yeah.
Cowboys Skins, and
That's right. We got Game Pass when Channy came in.
yeah, that was the first time
Yeah.
when we when I got some good money, started getting paid good money. I was like, fuck, I'm getting Game Pass.
Mm, yeah. No, it's off its head. I can't wait. As I said, a smorgasbord of games this week.
Oh yeah, it is a good game. Good week. Every week's been a good game. Good week of
Yeah,
games, you know.
yeah. But I
Some
mean,
really
this
good
week,
things.
after 5 weeks, we're all experts, aren't we? And then we've got these spread of division games, and it's going to shake things up.
Yeah. Favourite Giants against Redskins game. Ooh, jeez. It's a good question, actually. I really enjoyed that week one win, um, when Ryan Kerrigan scored. I mean, it wasn't a much of a meant much, but it was a week one win, um, and we were rebuilding again. you know, like, and we had the rookie make a splash play. Oh, you got one, Crazy Brave?
Well, there was obviously the Christmas Day massacre. Uh,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
where Santana Moss put a few big touchdowns on them,
The
and and
Christmas Day
and
massacre,
we
absolutely.
we basically celebrated the fact that we were going to be a playoff team that year, even though we hadn't clinched. It was just a great,
You could tell. You
yeah,
could
it was a
tell.
great victory. And every
Yeah.
time we can beat the New York Giants, it's a good sign that we are going somewhere. It's a big game this
Mm.
weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to indicate that we're going somewhere, but
Well, we are going somewhere. We are going forward, and there's nowhere else for us to go. Whether how long it takes, we don't know. Uh,
here we go. He says that mine's the 2005 Tiki Barber run. Yeah, well, I remember that one. Yeah, Tiki Barber's massive game,
mm,
and
yeah,
yeah,
there was one game I enjoyed too when Todd Collins was the quarterback for us in late season, and we got the win up there in windy New York,
yeah.
Clint, and put us into the playoffs as well.
And that was the year Sean Taylor died, and yeah, that's right. Um, yep. I well, I vaguely remember that one because I was out of state that week and I missed it, but I saw some of it. Saw some of it. Right. Look, can I hand it over to you for a little bit, Crazy Brave, while I just drain the lizard?
I love it.
All right, here we go. R2 is back. So, what is your point of view on this weekend's games? What are you thinking? Have you had a look?
Yeah, yeah. I've had a look. All right. I've got a few bets. I've got my
Oh, some
tips.
good work.
Um,
Yeah.
and I agree with what Skinsfanatic 81 was just saying. It just keeps getting better and better. And high highs.
Mm.
I think I've still got highs. They're there. I'm happy.
Do you
Wow, there is some matchups.
do you have a favourite Rams victory against the New York Giants that you can remember?
Wow,
Did
wow.
they, did the Rams beat Giants in the playoffs once? Had a good game
You
against them,
see,
didn't they? Or
I don't have that knowledge of
nah, nah. Well, that's fine.
off victories or
Yeah, no, you're not here for that. That's fine.
no, honestly, like if, when the Rams have beaten any team in the NFL, it's a great day.
Yeah.
Um, but the greatest days are beating the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals.
And there you go. Like, what about the rivalry?
Which is our
Just
game.
it's rivalry weekend, isn't it? It's the Rams
Absolutely
49ers this weekend.
steps up.
Is that
It goes
correct?
up another notch. We're changing gears.
It does. It goes up a notch this weekend for
Yeah,
everybody.
it does.
Boy.
Well, not everybody, but you're right.
Yeah,
A lot of the divisional sides are going to start to play each other. Some have already, in a sense, but
yes,
yeah, for
yeah.
some reason there's a few divisions that are yet to
That have
reach
been waiting.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, touch each other.
No,
You know
spot
what I mean?
on.
Yeah.
Spot on. You heard it first
Best
here.
at the moment, Arizona are the only ones to have a win in our division.
Yeah, right. So there
So,
you go. And then they've
so
struggled against a few other teams.
yeah, it's all starting to pick up. Don't worry, I've looked into it and I know what's going on. Hello, Pudding.
Good work.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, I have something that I was interested to put out there for crazybrave74.com for the betting. I've done an interesting multi this weekend.
Oh yeah, okay, nice. We will hopefully, when the website is fully operational,
Yeah,
I'd like to get people to be able to vote on those games so we can see whose everyone's selection is up against your. So you can come in and have a look and go, oh, okay. Um,
yeah.
but the vote, I've got 1 out of 3 votes. Yeah,
We'll work that out.
we
That's
will.
going to get worked out.
We will.
But,
Well, you
Correct.
could run a poll on your Twitter handle.
That's right. I can add Twitter to the web page. We can do that. Yeah,
No, well,
as we move forward.
You could run. I'm saying what you could do. You could run that poll on Twitter, and then post the results on your page.
Correct.
You want people to
Well, actually, you
visit
can.
your
I
page.
can even. Yeah, but I can even set it up to vote from the page. Yeah, there's things I can do which we'd like to get into as a group as this team moves forward. I do have announcement to make and official titles for both of yous little later on. It's a bit involved in it, guys. All the permissions that I have to give to you moving forward, but I appreciate your patience as we're moving on.
Sounds very complex.
It's not. It's well. Once you get in, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
it's a sweet thing. Everyone's going to share and get involved, and
I'm just actually.
get a percentage.
I'm trying to get a photo of us at the one of the college football games, and I tracking down the USB stick, and I only just found it minutes before this show. So I need to get rid of Dwayne Haskins off the title page, and
Yeah, that'd
and
probably be a good
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Did is he on the trading block now? Is
Oh,
that
No,
no.
hearing this?
they're false rumors. They're nothing but rumors. But
Shot him down.
here's the thing: Rivera came out and said that he hasn't given up on developing his young quarterback and all this and that. So I guess that assumes he's probably going to get traded in the next 2 weeks or at least. If I just check my Washington, football team handbook, tried to translate what that actually means. It means he's
That
probably going to get
means,
cut.
yeah. Or it means the young bloke's Kyle Allen that he's talking about, which is only who's only about 24 himself. So we don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That just made it more complicating for me. But
But I mean, look, I mean, everyone can get traded at any stage, and yeah,
Well,
no,
not
he's
after
not
the
on.
trade deadline.
No, not after trade deadline, but no, he's not on the trading block. But obviously, if someone calls, they'll answer.
Yeah.
if you
Nor
do so,
nor has he requested a trade.
if you do
Apparently.
so, you're not getting a player from the other club. You're more likely to get at best, a third round pick, fourth round pick in the draft for him if you let him go. What are your thoughts?
No, I doubt it.
Well,
The
my
the
thoughts,
re- the the Jets couldn't even get a seven. The Jets apparently wanted a seventh round pick for Le'Veon Bell, and no one touched him. They couldn't even trade him, so we're not going to get trade Haskins. No one's going to want Haskins. No one's going to give up
my
anything.
thoughts, my thoughts would be if you are going to trade him for a player, not a draft pick. Everyone wants to get draft picks. I know it's trendy. I'm not. We won't go into that tonight, but I just think, oh, why not just get a replacement player where we to fill in um,
Yep.
Well,
someone
this the thing.
who we can evaluate moving forward.
The thing about the NFL is like
I like it.
it's not like the NBA. You don't see many player for player swaps. They're always player for picks and money. It's never straight up player for player.
No, I know you're right. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, and there's a ton of good players in the NFL, and there's a few teams that could definitely use Dwayne Haskins and would definitely and start him this weekend if they had him. So there would be trade value.
Yeah, I just don't know who.
Okay.
Like he could go really well in another team with an offensive line, and then all the Haskins haters would be want Rivera sacked for getting rid of him. You know.
Mm.
Um, I just don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if Haskins has it. He
He
needs a
might
lot of
not.
time. He needs a lot of
He might
It's
time.
not.
not about
Oh, look,
as such Skinsfanatic 81. It could be about the team that acquires him because they're looking for somebody to play under, say Tampa Bay, for instance, and
yeah,
they hang him there, right, and give you guys a fourth round pick in the draft. I know, and I agree with what Crazy Brave said. I'd go the swap. I'd just go another rookie from in a different position that I believe got underlooked, an O-line perhaps player that's young and gunned and ready to go, and you bring him in, and he gets on the roster and whatnot, and you've got rid of that hanging money for an extra quarterback when you've got Allen and Smith as a backup. Happy days. Happy days.
Yep. All right. Thanks, too, and thank you, Giants Mafia, real Giants Mafia, with the biggest, longest name on YouTube, for sticking around, man. Like, and yep, he will be joining the stream one time. You join the stream any time of the week, any week. That's fine. We want guests. We want people on the show. So come on the show. Have a sickie, and which means have a day off. Call in sick, to work and join the show. Look forward to that. Yeah, no, well, look, shall we get to the slate of games coming up? I'm going to
I'd
bring
love to.
up
Why not?
the
Absolutely.
bring up
Yeah,
the
bring them up.
leaderboard here. As you can see, Camille takes care of the
the
money.
hat.
I, old Finn's Tragic holding on to that lead still. Obviously, his Dolphins getting up big last week was big for him. Crazy Brave, who claims to be a
Uh,
big tipster.
he has made some mistakes with some games, and there's been some close ones. But obviously, the Super Brew scores can be a little bit more intimidating than they are. But yeah, we are
Absolutely.
quite embarrassed. But um,
Still early days.
in these unprecedented times, we're doing okay, and we can carry on. Skinsfanatic.
Unprecedented times. Yeah. Hey, R2, is it possible you could try and move that microphone a little bit closer to your lips? I'm just having a little bit of trouble hearing you tonight. Brittany?
Sorry about that. Actually,
Yeah, I was trying to tell you a bit earlier, like, I just can't hear you very well tonight.
like I said a couple of weeks ago, the dog chewed my
Yeah, I know.
AirPods.
I know.
Yeah, hasn't been the same since.
You
No,
don't
but
want
I
to
mean,
get any more
look,
banded.
well, we can
Is it?
we break up the season in quarters, and after 5 weeks, um, we can see that Paradise and Skinsfanatic are basically the joint leaders with 10 behind. So there's still a lot of games to catch up, and the law of averages will say that. But between all four of us, it's going to be a very tight competition by the end of it. I hope.
Well, here's what's letting you down. Really, is the margins because
Yeah,
you've only, I mean, Finn's Tragic's picked 11 more wins than you, which is a big margin. But
oh yeah, I've missed some key games where there were onside kicks and whatnot. Just the usual is tragic NFL stories. I know, but carry on. Yeah,
yeah,
he is.
no, I'm just saying.
That's right.
So I've been a little bit
And
confused. Sorry, go.
well, if you don't know now, you know. Uh, if you are the only one who, if you're the highest margin, if you pick someone by 10 points and they win by 30, you're going to score that bonus point if everyone else picks them underneath. And that's where you're not necessarily, obviously when you get that point five, that other one, that means you're spot on, or you're close. But
Basically,
Yeah, well, you basically
Crazy
want
Brave
to
and
be.
Cincinnati. If Crazy Brave had 9 more correct wins, like picking winners, he would be on 50 with us. And Finn's Tragic is on 52. And Skinsfanatic,
Well, I'm looking
50.
at the total.
yeah, no, and I am too. Like, it's a great competition we're
Total
having. Like, absolutely,
more
I'm
dramatic.
yeah.
Total
we
more dramatic. I'm like heaps off the pace if I look at it like that, but it's easily turned around in this.
All right, let's get into the games because I want to wrap this show up in the next half hour. So, I this because of all the games that have been changed, and so on and so on. I'm just going to read them out as I see them on my screen. So I've got the Denver Broncos at the New England Patriots, at Foxborough Stadium. I've got New England in this game by 9 points. Cam Newton is back. He has fully recovered from the China flu.
Great
Along
information.
with Stephon Gilmore. So both players were at attendance training this week. And that's all I'm going to say on that game. I've got them by 9 points.
I did have, big things um, expected of the New England Patriots early on in the season, but of late they crumbled a bit with Cam Newton back. I still think they'll be a bit too strong for Denver this week, and I've got them by 12.
That's great to hear that as a community and with strategies in place that we can beat the China flu. Good on you, Cam. I've got the Patriots by 10.
Nice.
Yeah, Cam Newton's immune now.
Hey!
Who else has had it? Okay. Next game, I've got the Cincinnati Bengals heading off to Lucas Oil Field Stadium to play the Colts. The 3-2 Colts. Bengals have only one win this year, a draw and 3 losses. I've got the Colts in this game by 10 points. I think the defense is going to be a bit too stifling for the young rookie.
I've also taken the Indianapolis Colts by 10 points. I just think Old Man Rivers and Indianapolis a little bit sneaky, and they'll have enough this week for the young quarterback once again.
Again, wow, the stars have aligned. We think alike. I've got the Colts by 10. Are you surprised?
Wow. There we go. Hat trick. Awesome.
Stars have a line. Anything else to say on that game?
I didn't
need to add any more to the game.
But perhaps I should put that in place.
Wow, I'm stunned, and I'll just leave it at that. We've all gone Colts by 10.
Yep, amazing. This next game I found very interesting, actually. They
get interesting.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville's only won one game. Detroit's only won one game. I get the feeling Detroit's looked a little bit better. I really like Matthew Stafford, and people might say they like Gardner Minshew, whatever his name is. I think there's something happening in Detroit. I like what they're doing. I'm going with Detroit in this game. I've got them by 3 points on the road.
Yeah, I have taken the Lions to win this game. They have been penciled in one of Crazy's brave fives. This is a lock, guys. I've got the Lions by just 10 points. But if you can find any spread under that, you take it.
Same positive feeling about Detroit. Yeah, there's just a vibe about that place at the moment. And is that enough to get them the points? I don't know. I'm not convinced, but I have the Lions by 3.
Yeah, I mean it's an NFL game. We're gonna have to see what happens. I'm nervous too, but it's a lock.
I'm a little bit nervous now, apparently, after we've all gone Detroit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. This game is interesting. The 0-5 Atlanta Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons, against the 1-4 Minnesota Vikings. This one's at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Dan Quinn sacked after their miserable loss on the weekend.
Correct.
I've got Minnesota in this one by 7 points, guys. 7 points. And
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
very, very unconfident about that.
I'm actually looking at my crazy five draft, and this one is in it. I've taken the Minnesota Vikings by, can you believe it? Very popular night for me. 10 points. I just think they're. I think Atlanta are wounded ducks at this stage. I might be wrong. There's going to be some Cinderella stories in this NFL. I'm hoping it could be Washington, but it could end up being the Falcons. Like, there's lots to happen this year. We don't know, but Vikings by 10.
Yeah, look, I don't like to see someone sitting down the bottom on a duck egg. So I've got the Vikings by 6. I think Atlanta's still on that duck egg.
Yeah, fair enough. They could
6.
fall to 0-6.
So
There you
what?
have it. 0-6
None of
from
us have
R2.
None of us have gone against the grain so far. We've all agreed on every game. Not margin-wise, but picking-wise.
Yeah.
Very good game, this one. I almost want to watch this one instead of the Washington game. The Chicago Bears at the Carolina Panthers. The 4-1 Bears versus the 3-2 Panthers. Just has a nice sort of like that old school sort of. I don't know. It's a very good game here. I like it. I'm taking Carolina by 3 points, basically just because they're at home. But I do like the Bears, but I'm not sure if I'm sold on them or they're fool's gold at the moment. So I'm taking the Panthers. Looking for a big day from Teddy Bridgewater and Eddie McCaffrey. Eddie. Is it Eddie?
Ed
Ed.
McCaffrey. Yeah. Look, we lost lots of sleep over this game at crazybrave74.com. It's one of the games that we have to put in Crazy's 5 this week. We just have to, but it's hard to pick. But this is where the value is. We're going to stick with the Carolina Panthers as to continue their hot streak. It's and something that's going under the radar, and it will be noticed, but it'll take another win, and I think that win is going to happen. I'm going to back the Panthers to cover the 2.5 spread, and I've got them by 7.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that the Panthers are winners of their last 3. Hot.
Hot.
Yeah. Okay, that's wow. Hot streaks aren't really doing it for me at the moment in the bathroom.
That's no, the hot streaks happen at stages.
It's all clean and splash. I've got the Bears by 1 in this one. Yeah. Carolina. Ooh, they had me. They had me at hello. Do I? And I went, nah. I'll pick the Bears. And I have a lucky
It's a
margin.
tough game.
It is.
Hard game.
I missed
to
that.
pick.
Sorry, you've got the Bears, did you say?
By 1.
Bears by 1.
Bears by 1. No, good pick. I mean, like that was a very hard game to pick, and it can go either way. I basically just went with the home team. Okay, the Washington football team at New York. New York losers of their last 5. Washington losers of their last 4. This should be another good game. I've got Washington winning this one by a field goal, 3 points.
Oh, man.
Yep, I got them by 3 points.
It's a very safe con pick because this game is going to be very close. We've seen the Redskins and Giants games decided by a field goal many times. This is
Why do you think I took us by 3?
because it happens many times, and I've got also had the Washington football team by 3 points for the same reasons.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be shitting ourselves for fucking 3 hours.
And then we hope Hopkins can make it.
Yeah. Or it'll probably be their
A
kicker
tie.
hitting the post or something. Trying to tie it.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah.
I might have to
What
wear a
a
diaper for that
doozy,
game.
Okay. Good luck to you boys. Good luck.
I think we've got some old diapers in the cupboard, actually. I might have to strap one on.
Yeah,
For that game.
I've got a men's pads now that I have to.
All right, so what's
Man,
But the Washington
it doesn't mean
football team.
you're not talking about your
Why?
garage.
Yeah. Hang on, I missed that. What's in my garage?
The man pad. I said you're not talking about your little room downstairs. You're talking about like a pad that you put in your undies. So you,
Oh yeah, no, I piss in the man pad all the time. Yeah, it's like a big siphon tube that just. Yeah, I'm doing one right now.
can you give us your pick while you do that?
Yeah, I have the football team by 6, so I've doubled you guys.
wow?
You'll be up by 7. New York are going to march on, kick a field goal. They'll march on, kick a field goal, think they're going to win it with a minute and 20 left on the clock or something like that. And you guys will end up winning it by 1, and I'll pick just by 6. Something like that's going to happen.
That made no sense at all.
Well, I just hope we can win a game. But thank you for the confidence. 6 points.
All right.
Wow.
No,
Moving
it's
on.
not confidence.
Moving on.
Well, it is.
Well, it is for
because
me.
New York, they're shit. They're shit crazy, bro. You guys have said it all night as if I'm going to pick New York. They're as bad as Atlanta. Come on.
They are.
No, they're as bad as Atlanta are much better than the Giants. They're as bad as the Jets.
Yeah, probably.
Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. The 1-4 Houston Texans at the 4-0 Tennessee Titans. Titans coming off that obliteration of my Buffalo Bills. I have the Titans in this game by 12 points. 12 points. It is at Nashville, Nissan Stadium in Nashville as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans by 6 in a closer game than what may be expected.
Yeah, I thought 12 was kind of keeping it close. Yep.
Okay, well, I think 13's keeping it close. I've got the Titans by 13.
There you go.
All right. Nothing more to be said than that. Baltimore travelling to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia to play the Eagles. The 1 win, 1 draw, 3 loss Eagles. The 4 wins, 1 loss Ravens. Ravens by 9. Oh, you got Hennessy. What is that? Oh,
Wild turkey, nice. Yep. I got one of those for my birthday. Look, I'm going to take the I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens by 1 point. I am not confident of Baltimore winning this game this week, but I'm just going to take them from the fact that I haven't seen any consistent play from Philadelphia. Um, Once again, they were very close last week to put up 38 points or something, but still fell short. And they're about to break through Philadelphia, but I'm going to take Baltimore by 1.
Baltimore by 1. Interesting.
Excellent. This will be a shootout. This will be a shootout. Unexpectedly, a lot of points scored in this game. I've got Baltimore by 22.
Wait, how much?
Yeah, Baltimore will win by 22 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how that's going to be a shootout, but yep.
Oh, well, it
Well,
is to
44-21, yeah.
That's right, yeah. Or, yeah, they're
I
going to...
don't know how Philadelphia's going to score 20 points on this
And all
defense.
of a sudden, all it takes is 2 unanswered touchdowns when you're already up by 7, and that's 21. Yeah.
All right.
And,
No, that's fine.
No, I hear ya.
Yeah,
Go
no,
Baltimore.
that's... I'm not disputing your decision. Just trying to join in on a conversation here. This is a good game. This is a good game. Oh. The Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The 4-0 Pittsburgh Steelers. The 1-4 Cleveland Browns. Oh, this will be a good game. Jeez, we've got some good games this week. I am taking Pittsburgh by 4 points. And listen, Pittsburgh's pissed off after that Myles Garrett hitting their quarterback. This is the rematch. This is the game. Myles Garrett, remember when he ripped his helmet off and smacked that quarterback in the head last year at Pittsburgh?
Oh, yeah.
There's going to
Yeah.
be blood in this game. It's at Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
4 points. Pittsburgh
No,
have
very,
fans,
very
fans
good.
too. So
Very,
it's going to be some heart.
very good perspective there on that, Skinsfanatic. I also have the Steelers in this game. I've got them by 8 in what is another great game.
Wow. If this isn't getting your juices flowing, or you cooking up
Yeah,
storm,
yeah. If you're not cooking stuff,
one
yeah.
an NFL fan.
Nah,
I so wanted to pick the Browns, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, Pittsburgh own their asses. They own their asses. Browns are their bitches, man. Oh, I've got to stick with that. I'm going the Steelers by 2. And 2 is being, like, nervous.
Well, I got them by 4. 4 was being nervous.
To boil this one over and be the bitches themselves. Take control.
And here's another little side note on this game is that Odell Beckham is actually right now in quarantine being tested for the China flu. So
Bullshit.
he might have the flu, and
he's got some symptoms of some sort.
Symptoms.
But there's no results, man. There's no results from the
results just
test
yet.
yet. Just
they'll
calm your
know
calm.
they'll know by,
He's just at the moment.
Yeah, I'm calm. I guess it's probably a lot
It
more
could
dramatic.
It could just be a sick day. We don't know yet.
but he plays for the Browns anyway.
True.
They pick Pittsburgh.
Don't they
so-
get the fucking swab stuck up their nose every day when they go to training?
Well,
That's
he
why he got
definitely
so
would
hard.
if he turned up and said he was sick.
Something.
If he said he was sick, they would have tested him and sent him
Well,
home.
he went to training. And he felt ill, and they sent him
Yeah,
straight
well.
home.
Yeah,
They tested him, and they sent him straight home.
cool. Yeah, no, that's good because if he got it, you don't want to pass it. Yeah, that's good.
No, we don't know what he's got.
No, I know.
Moving.
He's sick.
I
He's
know.
sick.
But
Moving on.
everyone wants to know what you have these days,
They do.
don't they? Regardless of whether it's the new one or the new normal, you know. Oh, what's
Anything.
up with you? No, I got the shits. I had diarrhea. All right.
Okay, moving on.
I washed my hands. Mm, you want a kiss, like, you
I
know,
want to kiss all the guys
salmonella?
and all the beautiful women.
There. No, that's right.
Fuck me.
No, you're right.
All right, can we move
Jesus.
on?
Yeah, we can.
The New York Jets at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami to play the Dolphins. I have Dolphins by 14, and that's being generous. The Dolphins smashing the Niners last weekend was a huge wake up call for the league. But this is a division rivalry. Um, Dolphins being at home, I'm giving them 14 points in this game. 14 points.
I'm gonna take Dolphins by 8 points in this game, uh, and I am going to probably recommend them in Crazies 5, as I said earlier on. Um, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's going to be one that I will be looking at with a close eye after the Washington game finishes. Can't
No
wait.
doubt. No doubt.
This is
Yeah.
going to be a ripper. This is going to be a ripper. Oh, I'm with you, Skins. Yeah, I got the Fins by 13. No reason why not to take them by 13. Absolutely.
Yeah, Jets suck. They're the
Yeah,
second worst team in
they
New
should
York.
do this. They are supposed to do this right now. This football team.
Well, actually, you got shitty teams in New York. You got the Knicks, the Giants, and no, the Knicks, the Jets, and the Giants. This next game, another doozy. Geez, I love Green Bay at the moment. Green Bay Packers at Raymond James Stadium to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 3-2 Bucks and the 4-0 Packers. I love Green Bay. I'm taking them by 5 points in this game. Geez, I love Aaron Rodgers. He's just fun to watch.
It doesn't matter what records these two teams had going into this game. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. It's a must see on the calendar, sprinkled in with all these division games, and you've got yourself one hell of an NFL weekend. And that's why we're a bit late with our publication of our picks, because, guys, we want to get it right. But I have, I can give you right at this stage Green Bay Packers by 10.
10?
Yeah,
Yeah, Rodgers
Got all emotional about this one for
emotional.
exactly the
I
same
did too, and then I yeah. No, look, I'm not going to talk about that. I put that. I'll leave it at that. We do know that some of my picks can be subject to change on Super Brew, but at this stage, I'm locking it in. Packers 10.
Well, we're seeing the table anyway, so at the moment you're coming last, but I've got Green Bay by 19. Yeah, excellent work, Tom Brady. I just think the fucking place is falling apart out there at Tampa Bay.
I don't, I'm not. Yeah. I've
And
a very
Green
interesting
Bay,
point of
as
views.
Skinsfanatic said, I've got them playing the LA Rams to get into the Super Bowl at the moment, and they're hot.
Yeah, and I
Green
appreciate
Bay 19.
that. 19. Wow. I mean, look, this. Can I just say one more thing? This game is electrifying, because do not count Tom Brady and Tampa Bay out. There's going to be. Um, I'm not having a go at your 19-point pick. No, I'm just saying it's going to be good.
Oh,
That's the beauty of the game.
No, you're right.
It's
It's going to be
Tom
good.
Brady's playing in it.
This is fucking Tom Brady against fucking. I forgot his name.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers, yeah.
It's going to be an excellent game.
They're the best.
All right, moving on. The Los Angeles Rams at Levi's Stadium to take on the 49ers. I've got the Rams in this one by 13. I originally had it a little bit higher, and then I jacked it back because there's a division game. Rams by 13. 49ers, not very good.
Oh man, I can't wait for this game. The Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers, a traditional rival, you know, and I believe I've also taken the Rams by 13 points. I just think San Francisco's struggling at the moment, but it's not going to take away from the exciting football game that we're going to see between these two teams.
Exciting it will be. You two, seriously? Yeah. I mean, you know it. It's not Philly versus New York or Cowboys versus Redskins or your division. But this one does stand out, and I've got the Rams by 15. I'll throw 2 onto your 13. You guys did. I'm the same. It's still confidence. It's a divisional game, and I think in the end, it's going to around. Yep.
And if it and look,
up.
the Rams.
Horns up.
The Rams are going in there with nothing to lose. They'll face the 49.
Do I get something on this show or what, man?
I'll face the 49ers later when they have to travel to Inglewood.
Good.
What up, Inglewood?
Yeah, West
Side. Just a shout out to Inglewood and Crazy Brave 74. If you haven't, check out the website. Skinsfanatic, carry on.
Yeah, no, it's Rams, baby.
Big game.
So this next game, this is a good one too. We got both teams 4-1. The Kansas City Chiefs at my Buffalo Bills. I have flip-flopped like a motherfucker in this game because I'm like, are the Chiefs going to lose 2 games in a row? Are they? And at first I said, no, they won't. And then I said, yes, they will. And I've got the fucking Buffalo Bills winning this one by 3 points. 3 points. I've got the Bills by 3. Go the Bills. Rah!
Yeah.
Okay.
I like your balls.
You would like my balls.
Oh, we're just going to...
Put it
It's a great matchup. What we're going to see is how will Patrick Mahomes respond to this early season pressure where he's not. Where it's almost going to be of a playoff atmosphere, and he's got that reason that he can go out and play freely because there's a high chance that they'll be back. Just really exciting game. Tough one to pick. I'd like
It's
to.
at Buffalo, by the way.
What do you want to take? Do you want to take Patrick Mahomes here? Because that's what I'm saying. He's going to be. Will he be the difference? Do you want to take Patrick Mahomes, or do you want us to take this young up and coming Buffalo side? I'm going to stick with Patrick Mahomes being a Super Bowl champion. I'm going to take the Chiefs by 2. It's a gamble.
Same sentiments. I've got the KSC, Kansas City Chiefs by 5.
KFC.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
five.
drew it
Nice.
AFC Kansas City by 5.
Yep.
I just think Buffalo will take another one up the arse and suffer a defeat again,
How rude.
as they are going to learn about this. They're going to have to learn. And Crazy Brave 74 nailed it. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Super Bowl champs. Buffalo are taking it, and they'll lose. KC by
That's
5.
last year's Super Bowl champions. Just remember that.
Yeah, and they're doing a pretty good job of backing up at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sold. Moving on. Moving on. Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys. No Dak Prescott in this game. We've got the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, under center for the Cowboys. We've seen teams run through this paper thin Cowboys defense, make them look absolutely stupid. And I'm expecting Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins to do the same shit in that everyone else has been doing to these guys. But I've got Arizona by 9 because I just feel like Dallas, they're going to be fighting. So they've always been fighting, but leaking a lot of points. Arizona by 9. Crazy
I
Brave.
have I have the Arizona Cardinals winning this game by 1 in another high scoring affair, probably 28, 27, 33, 34. One of those high scoring games again, which an error costing the Cowboys a game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas won either. It'll be close.
Yeah, I see a lot of points in this game too. Definitely.
Poor old Arizona. Yeah, we thought they were going to be a threat, but no. Metron and Dallas are going to win this one by 3.
Okay, and that's it.
Sorry, Arizona. Sorry, San Francisco. But I think we're going to see the same um, records that we saw 2 years ago in the NFC West with the Rams in Seattle.
All right. Well, we've all put our picks in. I haven't locked anything in yet, but I doubt highly that I will change any of my picks. I'm very happy with my picks, and we're going to have another close week. We've got to get Finn's Tragic back on here sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure.
Bloody,
For sure.
He's been a little bit MIA.
No,
Well,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Skinsfanatic. I love being on the show. Take care. To you, R2 Ramu, keep it up. Good luck to your Rams. They did real well last week. And thanks for having me on the show. I'll see you next
Yeah.
week.
Okay. No worries. All right. See you later.
Catch you, man.
Peace out, Crazy Bro. Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
That
R2.
was some really nice words. I appreciate him. And I appreciate you, Skinsfanatic 81, giving me the time to get onto this. It's really nice.
Yeah. No, it's always a pleasure.
We played each other last week. All right. We call it last week now. We have moved on. And it was monumental. Like it is, because for some reason I chose the LA Rams in 1988 or whenever it was, and you boys got onto the Washington football team, and
The Redskins.
away we go. Yeah, Redskins then too. That's right. I love the Redskins. Fuck. Seriously, is that probably one of the best names for a sporting team? and the best logo. That's what got me into the American sport, was the appreciation and love for the natives of the land. Like, come on.
Yeah, we know.
There's
All right.
apart from our boys from Parramatta, there's never been anybody in Australia as a sporting franchise that has embraced the native of the land. Sorry, I'm not. Just, you know, it's something to think about, isn't it? Why do
It
we
is.
have to,
It
you
is.
know,
It is, R2.
rebrand?
Thank you.
You know, okay, it's rebranding, whatever. Happy days to everyone.
Yep.
You know, enjoy your moment. Bring in the peace. Fucking love, man. You're the best.
All right,
Love
R2.
you, Paddy.
Yeah,
Thank
love you too.
again. I hope
All right.
I goal cap it again this week, and I'll make a bit of a dent on that fucking Paradise Fin Tragic 74, dude.
No doubt. All right, mate. All right.
And yourself.
Stay safe. Alright, everybody, that's all we have time for this week, and it wasn't the show that I anticipated, but it was a very good show. Nonetheless, the Giants fans, didn't show up. Of course, they wouldn't. Bunch of pussies. And we'll have another shot at them again later. But as for now, I'm Skinsfanatic. You've watched Skinsfanatic live. And I will catch you guys when I see you next.